Well, hello again, guys. It's Shane here with One Shift at a Time. How are you doing? We're back with another NHL Power Rankings. This one is number 3 if you're keeping along at home. And yeah, things are crazy in the NHL too. Not quite as crazy as the NFL, but definitely crazy. So let's dive in here, see if we can't sort these out into some sort of top 10 that are going to be highly contentious, of course, because everyone's going to want their own teams in here. So let's see how we do. Number 10, it's going to be the Toronto Maple Leafs, I think. 7-4-3. They're fourth in the Atlantic. One of the 7 teams, yes, 7 teams in the league, tied at 17 points, which is what makes this so hard. They recovered from a very rough road trip out west, but since they've been home, that has definitely helped. They up against the Canucks next, so they should be able to keep those winning ways going. Number 9, we got the Florida Panthers. They're 7-5-1. They're third in the Atlantic. Also 17 points. They're winners of 3 of their last 4. Mac Chuck leads them in both points and assists, though that play was very nasty. I'm glad he got a suspension. I'm not sure 2 games was enough, but that's something they're going to have to deal with. And of course, he's going to miss their game against Edmonton, which I think we all would have loved to see Matthew Tkachuk against Edmonton. That is always great. Speaking of Edmonton, that Kane injury was absolutely nasty. All the best to him. Hopefully a speedy recovery. No one wants to see that, no matter who you're cheering for. That was bad. Number 8, we got the Carolina Hurricanes. They're 8-4-1, third in the Metro. They could have been a lot higher, but had a couple losses, 2 in a row, including last night to the Toronto Maple Leafs. Their next opponent is also the Edmonton Oilers. Then they have Colorado, so we'll see if they can stay where they are or if they are going to continue to drop. Number 7, we got the Dallas Stars. They're 8-4-1, second in the Central, and you guessed it, they got 17 points. As well, I'm sure Pixel should be happy that Dallas Stars in here, and hopefully you'll be even happier because your favorite teams still yet to come. They're winners of 3 of the last 4, and that was before they dropped that one against the Jets last night, and they do take on the San Jose Sharks next, so they should bounce right back into the win column. Number 6, we got the New York Islanders. They're 9-5-0. They're second in the Metro, fourth in the league, but they played 14 games, so that's more than some of the other teams, so that does put them a little farther down the list. But they've only lost 1 in their last 7, and they're looking to make up some ground. They got Arizona. The Arizona Coyotes tonight, so again, very winnable game, so they should continue to go up the standings. Number 5, Canada's top team, and that is your Winnipeg Jets. They're 8-3-1, first in the Central, and they've only lost once in the last 6 games, and that was to the Vegas Golden Knights, who are a freaking very dominating team. They don't play again until Saturday, and that is against the very much struggling Calgary Flames, so we'll see how that is. Maybe that'll be good for the Flames to go up against kind of a team they have a bit of a rivalry with, but I think Winnipeg's going to take it. They're just playing that well. Number 5, we got the Seattle Kraken. Wow, 8-4-2, second in the Pacific. Last week I kind of put them into the top 10 because I was like, hey, they're going to get 10th spot just because they may never be in here again. Well, they're showing me wrong, and this is quite the turnaround from last season. It's just great to see, right? Like, I love to see an underdog like Seattle succeed. So they've won 6 of their last 7 as well, and they have the Minnesota Wild next. So it's another winnable game. Number 3, and this has got to be the biggest surprise of the season. It's the 10-3-0 New Jersey Devils. Yes, that's right. They are first in the Metro, third in the whole NHL. They're winners of 7 in a row, and they look to keep it going as they're hosting the struggling Ottawa Senators, so they could easily keep that going. Number 2, dropping out of first place here after the first 2 weeks being in first place, we got the Boston Bruins. They're 11-2-0. They got 22 points, and they've only lost once in their last 8. There's just the team in first. I think we all know who it is. It's just playing some amazing hockey, so they did get dropped. They did lose that 1-goal affair against the Toronto Maple Leafs. So that helped the Leafs more than it really hurt the Bruins, but a loss is a loss, and when the other team doesn't lose, they're going to go into first. So that is going to be your number 1, Vegas Golden Knights. What a bounce back from last season. Last season they were left for dead, barely making the playoffs. Eichel as well. Huge turnaround season. Love to see it. The Golden Knights are 12-2-0. They have sole ownership of first in the NHL with wins over a lot of big teams too. So they look to keep it up with games versus the Sabers, the Blues, and the Sharks. So all teams they can get those wins at, and who knows, they could easily stay in first place. Let me know, as always, in the comments below. Like this thing, share it around if you don't mind. If you're not already subscribed, consider it. And we'll see you guys in the next episode.